Hello, everyone. Welcome to Smash the Interview. Today, we'll be talking about group interview. In the previous meetings, we discussed about face-to-face interview, telephone interviews. We talked about the advantages and their disadvantages. But today, we are going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of group interviews. What is a group interview? A group interview is a type of interview where the employer or the interviewer brings in multiple participants, say about 5, 10 people together in one room, and interview them with a group exercise. Probably give them a task to do, and while they are doing the task, he keeps an eye on them, watching, ticking those who are doing well and those who are not doing well. So this is what typical group interview is. Now let's talk about their advantages and their disadvantages. The advantage is number one, it is usually quick. So for an employer, they don't have to spend the whole day interviewing 10 to 20 people one by one. Rather, they bring them all together and carry out the interview process, select who they want, and say bye to the rest. Number two, for an applicant, you learn new skills. Probably the topic that is being discussed that day is an area that you're not familiar with. It is a time for you to learn. While the interview is going on, you learn new things and make your own little contribution because the topic is something you do not have so much knowledge about. Another advantage is someone who is enthusiasm or who is passionate about that particular role. You can pick that up straight away in a group interview because you will see the way they commit their vibes, their passion, and the energy they put into it. So the employer can always pick that up and say, "Yeah, I'm going with this guy. He's passionate about what he's looking for." Another thing is, which is another advantage, is people are compared side by side, unlike telephone interview whereby you have to rely on your notes or on things you can remember, which are usually not reliable. So those are the few advantages of group interview. Now let's talk about their disadvantages. Disadvantage is the whole process is being rushed. You may not get the right candidates because you're rushing the whole process. You want to just gather things together and just do it quickly. Sometimes there are people who don't come out easily. They take a little bit of time before they understand the whole process and start coming out. But because a group interview is rushed, you may not get the right candidate. Another disadvantage is people with strong personality commands the room. And the weaker applicants, people who they're not really weaker, but they're just, yeah, let's say weaker applicants, fades away into the background. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But if you are looking for a role where you can test leadership, where you can test assertiveness, where you can test competitiveness, where you can test communication skills, by no far, group interview is the best type of interview. Sometimes the loudest applicant dominates the whole group. That doesn't necessarily mean that they may be the best for the job. But because they are loud, people tend to say that they are best for the job. And when the job is given to them, you now as an employer now realize that, I think I would have considered the other person. So there are few things to consider while conducting group interview. The main thing is, what are you looking for as an employer? If you're looking for somebody who is outgoing, make friends easily, open to talk, competitiveness, assertiveness, go for group interview. But the other way around is not the best form of interview because people usually don't thrive in this type of interview, as a lot of people don't work well with people who they don't know. Not that they may not be good team player, but from the first time, they struggle to adapt before they kick. And if you as an employer make your choice based on who clicked straight away, sometimes it may not be the right choice. I'm gonna end the video here now, and the next video I will talk about the virtual interview, their advantages and their disadvantages. Take care, guys.